So now before you cut your hole in your ceiling, such as this hole here, before you cut your hole in the ceiling, there's something you need to pay attention to. And that's these things here. These I call floor joists, so in this case they're ceiling joists. Ceiling because it's the ceiling to the kitchen that's down below. The kitchen ceiling is underneath them. The top of them is the floor to the second floor. And the reason why you need to know is because of how the drywall gets installed from underneath. So let me give you an idea. So here's the drywall. Okay? So here's a sheet of drywall. Let's see the white line in between? This white line? That is the sheet of drywall. And it goes across, and it probably ends all the way over here. There it is. So, the foot of the drywall, it comes at 4 feet by 8 feet. There's one end. Here's the other end. That way. We may have used 12-foot sheets. So it goes way underneath that way. And way that way. The reason why it matters is because there is a rule as to how the drywall gets installed. Let me get back out of here. And the drywall rule that if these things are going in this direction, okay, your drywall has to come up in the opposite direction, like this. In our case, it's a special case because our whole house had little mistakes that we ended up having to make everything a special case. In our case, even though these guys are coming this way and our drywall should be this way, these guys were not even downstairs. We needed to bring the ceiling down to match up with another room. So what we did is we put, see this guy here, and this guy here, and this guy here. We needed to put some at a different height to make up with the other room. By doing that, that meant that we have to now, see how these guys are going this way? That meant that we have to now put the drywall this way. Okay? But if you don't have this crazy stuff that we did, typically you have your joist this way, your drywall would have to be this way. Okay, so why that matters? That matters because when you install the drywall from underneath, in other words, you're going to cut a hole on your drywall, right, from downstairs because you've got a leak somewhere. So when you install your drywall, it has to have something to screw onto. In our case, this piece of wood right here and this piece of wood right here provide somewhere for that piece of drywall from underneath to get screwed up this way and screwed this way, because this here is no longer touching. See, I have this big space here because these guys were installed afterwards. In your case, chances are you will not have these, so these guys, this here becomes the ceiling. So that means that this piece of drywall will be all the way up to here and will get screwed onto here from underneath. That means that you would have to kind of know how your room was set up. So you say, well, how am I going to know how that was set up? Well, let me show you.